get some range time here at Wade's Eastside Guns. But I wanted to answer some questions about the Kickstarter campaign for the hardcore tactical shooter. It's a little loud in here, so let's find a place a bit quieter. I'll see you in a sec. Platform, we're going to be lead on PC, follow up on consoles. Engine, we're looking at Crytek and Unity right now. Weapon view, we're talking first person weapon on PC, third person with an option for first on console. Let's talk about the team. I got many different veteran developers that want to join this project. We're talking people that founded Red Storm Entertainment, people that worked at Monolith on Fear and Condemned. We're talking about people that worked at Surreal on Draken and The Suffering. People that worked at Microsoft, Bungie 343, Victor Leon from 343 is already pledged to make a multiplayer map. So a lot of veteran game developers in Seattle. I haven't announced their names because most of them are still working for the big publishers, and if this isn't successful, they still want to continue to work at the big publishers. CQB, so indoors close quarter battle with some outside elements. We're talking non-linear, and what that means is you might have an office building with hostages inside. There's multiple entrances, you don't know where the terrorists are, you need to get in through different ways, set up at different angles, and come in and take down the objective. What we're not talking about is long linear levels that don't give you any options or any choices with enemies popping up and respawning as you kill them. We're talking about competitive multiplayer. I'm hopefully going to be meeting with the MLG Sundance, having a conference call with MLG this week to talk about their community and what they would want in a competitive multiplayer shooter. We're talking about a slow-paced single-player experience where you're creeping down corridors and you have to take every corner carefully and everything right, or else you're going to get shot in the face and you're going to die. Even if you do everything right, you might get shot in the face and you're going to die. That's up to you. But what we're talking about is that tense experience that you don't see in modern shooters that go more for lots of characters on screen or big explosions or vehicles. We're not talking about ARM-A. ARM-A is a great game, but it's a big outdoor shooter with vehicles and jets and helicopters and all these things. We're talking about small unit combat. When terrorists take over a bank, they generally don't have 50 guys with them. They generally have like 5, and there may be like 10 or 12 hostages. And your team that goes in, isn't an army. It's a few guys, 4 guys, 8 guys, taking down that thing tactically. That's true. I don't think I look too much like Tim Schafer, and I don't have big bundles of money to wave around. But it's true, I'm not Tim Schafer. Tim Schafer's much more well-known than I am, but I have been working on quality shooters for over a decade, and I believe that if you guys really want this game, the publishers aren't going to make it. This is a chance for you to really speak up, make yourselves heard, and get it done. The $200,000 is to start the studio, to move one thing out of our tiny rented office in Bothell, Washington, to a larger studio, to bring people in full-time, and also to convince investors that there's enough interest in this project for it to move forward. Now, when I say investors, I'm not talking about publishers. I'm talking about VC people here in Seattle that are already interested in the studio. I've been talking with them since November, but they're unsure about this market, and this project is here to show them that this is a viable market for you guys. Can you contribute if you don't have a credit card? I'm sorry, you cannot. Especially, I feel bad for the Germans. I've gotten a lot of response from Germany, and I guess they don't have a lot of credit cards. There are ways to do it. If you Google it, there are ways to get a temporary credit card number, and I encourage you to do so. But I can't change the way that Kickstarter works. PayPal. Kickstarter also does not take PayPal. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. At this time, we're not accepting PayPal donations. There's problems and legal issues about that, and that's why we chose Kickstarter, because they have those problems worked out. Sorry, I'm a game designer, not a videographer, and we decided to put our money towards engine licenses, computers, those kinds of things, rather than getting a film crew in here to make a super fancy video. Unfortunately, when we started working on this, we didn't know that Double Fine was going to launch theirs. We didn't know that Wasteland was going to launch theirs, or that Chris Avalone was going to be talking about his. So it's out there, it started, and we'll just see how it rolls. So thanks for listening. I encourage your support on Kickstarter. I've gotten a lot of positive messages as well as some critiques, and critiques are always welcome as well. Please check out our forums at cerulean.com. Please share on Twitter. Please share on Facebook. If we get the word out, this will work. If not, it won't. Thanks for your time.